welcome to my second video. Today we will be playing the game Underrated, Perfectly Rated, Overhated, and Underrated. So, first, okay, hopefully this mic is good. I'm just really hoping everything works out here. Let's see. Hopefully this is good. Tell me down in the comments, how do you like this, please? Anyway, let's see. Do I have everything up here? Yes, I do. Okay. Okay, let's see. So first, Chris McLean, perfectly rated. Everybody loves him. We know how it is. Chef Hatchet, underrated. I think we kind of forget about Chef, sadly. Why is there two Chef Hatchets here? Alejandro, perfectly rated. We all know Alejandro's good. Beth. You know what? I dislike Beth. She was in my top 10 least favorite, spoilers. But she's better than people give her credit for, okay? She didn't deserve to win the season, but she deserved to make it far. Blaney, overhated. I think she's definitely overhated by this community. I'm not too happy about that. Come on, do better, guys. Bridget is underrated. Cody. Okay, you guys can't flame me for this because he's my favorite character. You can't flame me for this. He's my favorite character. He's overrated. The fandom is putting him in S tier. Like, guys, come on. We all know that he's a B tier character. Chill for like 5 seconds. You're being the creepy stalker Sierra. Anyway, Courtney. She gets enough loving from the fandom, and to be honest, she's the main character, so she deserves it. Actually, you know what? Overhated. She's too overhated by the fandom. Even though she's really loved by one side, she's also really hated by another. So, you know what? Actually, that makes her perfectly rated. Underrated for DJ, obviously. Let me just check to see everything. Yeah, everything's working good. Also, my darn Ezekiel hat here is messing me up. Duncan, perfectly rated. He's the main character, what can I say? Eva, underrated? We forget about her too often. Okay, I'm just gonna take this Chris Hatchet and put him down here. Ezekiel is perfectly rated. Wanna know why? Because we Ezekiel fans are out there, buddy. Be afraid. Be very afraid. Because we love Ezekiel. And due to all the fans of Ezekiel out there, I think he's perfectly rated. Because we got, like, a bunch of Noah-type level fans here, okay? Not enough, but we got a good amount for a character who gets eliminated first twice, okay? Jeff, underrated. Check out my last video on underrated characters. Gwen is perfectly rated. She's got enough fans. Harold? He's got tons of fans as well. I think it's fine. Heather? Perfectly rated. We got enough Heather fans out there, and she's the main character, so it's good. Gotta put you down here. Izzy's perfectly rated. She's the main character. She's very well written. It's all good. Justin is underrated. Katie. Katie is overhated. I think she's hated a little bit too much. I don't like her, but, you know, it doesn't matter. Lashana, I think she's perfectly rated. I think she has enough fans that it's not too big a deal, but not too low of a deal as well. Lindsay's perfectly rated. She's a main total drama character. She's got all the stuff that she needs. Noah, overrated. I'm sorry, Noah fans. I am also a Noah fan. He's got too many people who are obsessed with him. It's the same with Cody. He's too big of a character despite being too like middle-sized of a character in total drama itself. Owen is perfectly rated. People like him. A lot of people like him, and it's completely fair. Overhated, Sadie. Sierra, overhated. Now, I'm a Cody fan, so you know that I don't like Sierra. However, I do think she is really funny. She is definitely overhated, though. In World Tour, she was really funny. She had a lot of moments, and I don't think I've ever said this before, but I can see in a world where Cody is just such a Chad that he's able to calm Sierra down, and they become happy together, okay? I do believe there's a world where that can happen, because Cody is just so much of a Chad that he'd be able to help Sierra get through her problems. I mean, heck, his parents are rich, right? They can get, like, some sort of therapist or something. Trent, overhated. Due to action, he's definitely overrated. Tyler, underrated by the fans and in universe and outside the universe. Now, he isn't underrated enough that, like, you know, because he's not that big a character, so I can't say, oh, you know, he's completely underrated. But he is underrated enough that I think he deserves a spot in there. Drama Machine, my favorite character. You're going down here, buddy. Okay, and Jose, you're going down here. Who says their favorite character is Jose? What the frick? Who says their favorite character is Josh? Who says their favorite character is Lunch Shaniqua? Who says their favorite character is Mama DJ? Okay, you know what, Mr. Coconut, I can see that. Who says their favorite character is the Sasquatch and Aqua? Okay. And Maria, I think she's overrated by a lot of the Anne Maria fans that I've seen. They're crazy obsessive, like Cody fan level obsessive, okay? I know, because I'm a Cody fan. I'm kind of obsessive. Anyway, I'd like to think that I've been holding myself back because Ezekiel is better for thumbnails, so, you know. B is overrated. People are like, oh, B is such an underrated character. Yeah, if enough of you guys friggin' say that, the character's gonna become overrated, okay? Because I've seen too many people saying that B is underrated and then, you know, talk about how B is such an amazing character. But, you know, you guys saying that over and over again tons of times. B's becoming overrated by a lot of the fans. He doesn't do enough to be a better character, you know? Brick. I think Brick is perfectly rated. I think he's got enough fans. He's got enough of a fan base. I think it's good. Cameron, a little bit underrated. Kind of forgotten about. Iron Cam. Okay, I like that name, actually. I wonder if that's his official name. Dakota. You know what? I don't see as much Dakota as I'd like to see. But I think she's imperfectly rated because I do see a fair amount of Dakota edits and stuff like that. Dawn, overrated. You guys know she's in my top 10. I know. I love Dawn, but I see too much Dawn. I see too much Dawn out there. She didn't have enough impact on the game. Now, if she did have more impact, you guys would be completely legit for that. But Dawn has little impact on the game. She's just another elimination fodder, okay? Joe, underrated. Lightning, underrated. Other Lightning, you go down here. Mike is perfectly rated. I think he has enough fans. Okay, Chester, did I rank these individually? No, just Mal. Sorry. I'm so sorry, guys. Mal is overrated. Stop talking so much about Mal and how he solos everyone. We know who you are, you freak. We know who you are, guys. Oh, Mal solos every character in Total Drama. No. No, he does not. He's a twig. I would snap this little twink. I said twink instead of twig. We're just gonna ignore that, okay? Sam. Sam is underrated by a little bit. He's also overhated, but I think he's mostly in the underrated side. I've seen a lot of people saying he's overrated, and I don't believe it. You see, Sky is underrated as a villain, but as a character, he's perfectly rated. He's got enough fans. Stacy. Frick it, you know? Overhated. You know what? Actually not. She was made to be hated. Perfectly rated. Screw that, man. Zoe. Zoe is overhated for who she is. I don't like when people hate on Zoe a lot. I think she may be a little bit boring, but she's not that bad. Fang. Larry. Oh yes, my favorite character from Total Drama Revenge of the Island is Larry. The plant. The potted plant. Larry the potted plant. Okay. Amy. Amy. You are perfectly rated. You got enough haters, you got enough lovers, you got enough whatevers. So you got enough lovers for people who, like, for a character like you got enough lovers, okay? Beardo. Overhated. I don't like him, but I think he might be a little bit overrated, because I've seen some, but still, comment, I love Total Drama. It's a shame Beardo died, though. Still, keep on commenting that, please. Dave. You're perfectly rated. You suck. You suck. I hate you. Die. Please. Get eaten by that bear at the end of friggin' Total Drama Pahkitew Island. Ella. I think Ella's got enough fans and enough, like, antis that it kind of balances itself out, and she's a C-tier character anyway, so, you know, I only saw Jasmine hate from one person, and I was kind of like, what? Who hates on Jasmine? So I think she's underrated. Leonard, let's see, Leonard. I think Leonard is perfectly rated. He's got a handful of fans, and, you know, he only deserves those handful. Max, underrated. Rodney. If you like Rodney, you are weird, and please don't come near me or I will mace you, okay? Let's see. Rodney is perfectly rated, because I don't see any Rodney fans, and I'm glad. Sammy, underrated. Scarlett, underrated. Sean, perfectly rated. I think a lot of people would say he's overrated because, you know, everybody's like, oh, he's the saving grace of Pahkitew Island. It's because he is. Guys, you can't argue with that. He is the saving grace of Pahkitew Island. He's like the one character that you feel like you want to legitimately, like, storyline-wise root for, okay? Sky. Sky is overhated. I think she's overhated by a lot of people. Heck, maybe she's underrated as well. I'm gonna put her in underrated. Now, I don't think she's that great a character because she's kind of a Mary Jane, Mary Sue, whatever it's called. But I don't really have a problem with that, to be honest. I mean, she's just the athlete, which is stupid, but, like, I don't think she deserves as much, you know, like, oh, she's a horribly written character. She's a meh written character. She's boring, but that's fine. Sugar Silo? What the frick is that? Sugar... She's a little bit overhated. Now, I dislike her a lot, but I've seen some really, like, I hate Sugar. I think she's the worst character in Total Drama history. Sorry, guys, that spot goes to Dave. Just kidding. Sort of. No, I'm not. I'm sorry. I keep on lying today. Scuba Bear. Topher. Underrated. Not enough Topher fans out there. Axel. Underrated. I don't see enough Axel love out there. Bowie. I'd put Bowie between like perfectly rated and overrated, because he's just like, I've seen so much Bowie like over love, and then because he's a gay character, so he's slaying, so a lot of people are like obsessed about that. However, he does kind of deserve that, because he's a well-written character. Currently, I am watching Total Drama 2023 right now for like full part, because I've watched like a fair amount of it, but I haven't watched the entire thing. I've watched mostly like the best parts, the clips, the important parts of it, so I know the plot line very well. But this gives me a little bit more idea of what's going on. I think he might be a little bit overrated by the fans, just a little bit. So I'm gonna put him in there. Caleb is overhated from what I've seen recently. Good lord. Actually, you know what? Putting Bowie in perfectly rated, because I don't want to see that. Caleb, I've seen too much Caleb hate out there. I know he's not greatly written, but come on, guys, you can't just hate on him like that. He's not like a really bad character or anything. Like, I've seen people saying that he's like their least favorite character or something. I'm like, whoa, guys, that deserves Chase is okay, Chase is a mix of everyone, because there's a lot of people, or actually not underrated, but there's a lot of people who put him in perfectly rated, a lot of people who put him in overrated, and then a lot of people who hate him too much. I say put him in overhated. There's too much, like, you know what, actually he crashed the car. Perfectly rated is fine. Damien. Now, you guys know that I'm not that big a fan of Damien, if you've watched my tier list videos. However, Damien is a good character, and people notice it. You know what, he's a little bit overrated, because I've seen too many people who are really obsessed with Damien, calling him the best character in Total Drama history. So, he's a little bit overrated. I'd put him in perfectly rated, but I've seen too many people who've been doing that, and I'm not comfortable with that for a character of Damien's caliber. He's a great character, but he's not the best, like I've seen a lot of people say. Emma gets love. I've seen too many Emma fan edits and stuff like that, but I think like she deserves some of them, so I'm gonna put her in perfectly rated. Julia, my friend. I've seen a lot of people putting her like above a bunch of the other villains, and so that's why I'm putting her in overrated, because come on, guys, she does not solo every Total Drama villain. Come on, you can't just say that. Scary Girl, overrated. Oh my gosh, she's gotta come to my house. Why'd the music turn off? Oh, God. I am perfectly okay. Everything is okay. I'm not being kidnapped right now by Scary Girl, Lauren Scary Girl. Anyway, she is one of the most underrated characters in Total Drama history. Please don't hurt me. Please. Okay, anyway, Millie is overhated, I think. I've seen too much Millie hate, and she's like a mid character, that's for sure, but like, come on, guys. MK is so overrated. Just because she acts like Aquafina does not mean that you know, she's automatically like the best character in teledrama history. Now, she is a good character, I'll give it that. But come on, guys. She talks like Aquafina. That does not mean she is the best character teledrama has ever seen. Come on, guys. Okay. Nichelle is literally really hated by a lot of people, overrated by a lot of people, perfectly rated by a lot of people, and underrated by a lot of people. Whatever I say here is going to be wrong. I'm gonna put her in overrated because everything that I say here is going to be wrong, okay? Literally, whatever choice I make is wrong. Priya. Slay Queen. I think she's overhated. She's a protagonist. She's like a self-insert protagonist, and that's kind of what you need, you know? I mean, like, think about how relatable Gwen was. She's a moody teenager. This is a teenager who's been obsessed with teledrama. She's just like you guys for real. Anyway, Raj. Raj is perfectly rated. He gets enough love. Not as much as Wayne, that's for sure. Let me put Wayne in overrated because I think Raj and Wayne should be the same, but yet Wayne is getting a lot more love. That's the only. You know what? I'll get sued. Let's put them together. But just know that I do think there's a lot of people who put him above Raj by a lot for some reason, and I don't really understand it. Now, I like his voice better, because it's similar to Ezekiel, and I love my boy. But it ain't right, okay? Now, Ripper is definitely underrated. Actually, you know what? Overhated. I think he's overhated, now that I think about it. Okay, so stop the Ripper abuse, please. Z is... He's a great character, so I think he's perfectly rated, but I do see a lot of people who are saying, like, he's one of the best characters in teledrama, and... Yeah, you know what, actually, yeah, he is. He's one of the best characters in teledrama. He's one of the funniest characters, okay? Axe Hatchet. Olivia Von Trash Panda. Is this the same Trash Panda that was in action, right? You know, it's the same one, right? Same Trash Panda. Don is perfectly rated because, you know what, actually he's underrated. He's underrated for a host. He was good. Brody is underrated. I don't feel like we talk about Brody enough. Carrie's perfectly rated. She's getting a lot of stuff. Chet, I've seen a lot of Chet stuff. Crimson, overrated. On God. I'm gonna be honest. Let me just get the Goths real quick. The Goths are completely overrated by the fandom. They are great characters, let me give them that. But, like, come on, guys. Come on, you can't be this obsessed with these characters. They are a good couple. That's great. But you guys are too obsessed. Devin is perfectly rated. Like, Carrie gets enough, actually. You know what? I've seen him way below Carrie in, like, everything. So, let's put him in underrated. Because he needs to be about Carrie's level, okay? Dwayne, he's perfectly rated. He's got a lot of love for him, and that's fine with me. Oh God, this is hard. Elodie. Who says their favorite character is Elodie? Let's be honest. I think she's perfectly rated because nobody cares and nobody should care. Elodie is kind of just straight up like, who was that character? Because she goes so early, she goes a stupid way, she doesn't really have a personality. Let's bring Mary up here as well. They just don't have a personality, you know? They got like one joke the entire thing that people like one scene from the entire thing, and they made it farther than than friggin' Leonard and Tammy, bro. How's that supposed to work? Okay, let me put Emma in Perfectly Rated, because she's loved by the fandom, and that's deserved. I don't think she's loved as much as Noah, and that's completely fine. But I have a feeling that it might be because of Noko that these two are a little bit overrated, because people see that and then they keep on spreading that, and these characters get a little bit too famous. Meanwhile, Nema is a good ship, it's fine. Jerry. I think Jerry's underrated. I think Jerry and Pete, like, we forget to talk about how funny these guys are when they're on screen, you know? Because they aren't on screen for very long, but we need to talk more about that. Jacques. Oh, yes. Jacques. Jacques is perfectly rated because we get enough Jacques love, and Jacques should always have that love, because Jacques is the best that Jacques could ever be. Jay. Okay. Jay and Mickey, let's get you out of the way. Jay and Mickey are overhated. I know they're supposed to be annoying, but, like, come on, guys. Come on, they're trying their best. They are a little bit annoying, but, like, they're too overrated. You know, they're not, like, a really bad character. Jen. By the people who like Jen and Tom, I think they are completely overrated. Because, good lord, guys, you just won't shut up about it. You won't shut up about Jen and Tom. Oh my gosh, they're just like me, for real, for real. Come on, guys. Calm down. Okay, Jose. Jose is perfectly rated like Jacques, because they are great characters. Junior is overrated, let's be honest. There's too many people who are like, oh my gosh, Junior is so me, for real, for real. You'll get that a lot, you know, between these characters in here. They're literally me, for real, especially Mal. You don't want to see my dark side. You don't want to see me when I'm angry, kitten. That's literally Mal in a nutshell. Come on, guys. Anyway, overhated. Kelly is overhated. I think she deserves a little bit more love than she does. Not by much. I think she deserves a lot more, less hate than Taylor. Taylor deserves the hate because she's annoying, so perfectly rated. Kitty is perfectly rated because she is a great character and everybody knows she's a great character. So I don't even need to, like, put her in underrated. Everybody knows she's a great character. Lori, I think the vegans are a little bit overhated. Sure, they're mid characters, but they're a little bit less mid than Elodie and Mary, and they're just, you know, they're there. They got some good jokes. I think they're overhated by a lot of people. Lorenzo, yeah, there's people who love Lorenzo. He's going in here. MacArthur is a survivor, man. Look, MacArthur came in from, like, friggin' Total Drama-Rama as well. Ridonculous Race to Total Drama-Rama, straight to Total Drama 2024. What the heck, guys? How? That's kind of crazy. Like, whoa. Let me check the time real quick. This one's gonna be a longer video, but that's fine. Make sure to like and subscribe so that you can check out the polls for my next video. MacArthur is, I think, you know what? MacArthur is overhated. Rock is perfectly rated. He gets enough love. Ryan is perfectly rated as well. He's got, actually, you know what? He's a little bit underrated. I don't see anybody liking Ryan. Sanders is underrated because she doesn't get enough love. Spud is perfectly rated. He gets enough love. Stephanie, I think she might be a little bit overhated. Actually, you know what? She deserves that hate. She's a hater herself. Perfectly rated. Tammy, she's perfectly rated. Nobody cares, and that's completely fine. Oh yeah, Loki. Let me create a new thing real quick. Okay. Let me just put this in real quick. Loki is God, and add in Ezekiel for good measure. And anyway, that's my finished tier list. Hope you guys have a nice day or night or whatever time it is. And goodbye.